Kick-ass facts, more random shit. Pew, 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 pew. And a heartfelt thank you to everyone who was appreciating and enjoying this series. I'm having the time of my life and learning new things every day. It's annoying the shit out of my husband, because then every night I'm like, did you know? Did you know? He doesn't want to know. He's the worst. If you get lost in the desert, you can suck water from the branches of some palms. Cacti, not a sure thing. For example, if you want to sip from a barrel cactus, you're going to need a machete to carve it open, and if you pick the wrong one, you're going to get headaches and diarrhea. You're better off with a prickly pear cactus. Before going into the desert, you should Google prickly pear. You don't have to. Look, it's right there. A few hundred years ago, women in Turkey could legally divorce their husbands if he didn't provide them with enough coffee. And it is a wedding custom for Turkish brides to spike the groom's coffee with salt before the wedding. If he drinks it without complaint, he's a keeper. I don't know if it's a current custom, but once upon a time. In 1999, Penn Jillette of Penn & Teller patented a hot tub jet made specifically for female masturbation. It was called the Jill Jet and was inspired by a comment Debbie Harry made. The patent expired in 2018. Penn & Teller did a show for a while called Bullshit. It was quite good. I think it lasted for 7 or 8 seasons, but only the first 5 are good. They got a little bit sloppy after that. But they would take the commonly held beliefs and then see if they were bullshit or not, and call bullshit on ones that were. Like they did a whole episode on like bottled water. So they had people sitting in a restaurant, and the server was like trying to sell them on like the super fancy shishi water of like that it came from the tears of angels. And people were like, oh yes, I can taste it. But really it came from a hose out back. And every time he would tell them where the water would come from, they would be like, oh yes, I taste the mountain spring. And then when he said like this is just tap water, they're like, same water. They did the same thing with organic fruit. They took the same banana, cut it in half, not an organic banana, cut it in half, said this is an organic banana, this is not an organic banana, and people were all convinced that the organic banana tasted so much better and more banana-y, but it was the same banana. In 2005, Walmart had a singles night where people had bows on their cart if they were looking for someone. Ding! Forgot the ding. After large animals went extinct, such as the mammoth, avocados had no method of seed dispersal, which would have led to their extinction without an early human farmer. Another Walmart one. A 2005 report found that 100 plus Walmart products labeled made in the USA were made elsewhere. An excavation made by researchers south of Cairo found strings of iron beads that dated to an era thousands of years before Egypt's Iron Age. Researchers concluded that ancient Egyptians found meteorites and used them as jewelry. That's the coolest. Artist Siren Elise Wilhelmsen, I hope, designed a clock that knits a scarf every year.